happy Saturday. So I know it's the weekend and I know we got things going on and it might be early for people. So I just want to make sure that we had this opportunity to get together and come together really quickly and just kind of like rally together. So what does it mean to be on a Team Cup team? At the end of the day, what Team Cup does is it makes us get together and really be even more intentional. And the beautiful thing that I've seen come out of like a lot of the Team Cup teams is that it builds, if anything else, it builds more community. It builds more leadership together. It builds more of that campfire setting that we've been talking about. So with that being said, I want to make sure you guys are really utilizing your Beachbody tracker. We are being super intentional about going into the rest of this week and the rest of this month because we are pretty much right now it's the 13th. So tomorrow's the 14th and there's 28 days. So we're at the halfway point, right? And as a business owner, you want to take a look at what you've done in the last 13 days and what it has produced. Has it produced Success Club points? Has it produced conversations? Has it produced, and fill in those blanks and take analytics and really look at those analytics and be like, okay, I'm having amazing conversations. I am inviting, I am following up. And you might be like, but nothing's happening. So we got to look back at the bigger picture. So what I want to make sure this week is that we are 100% on our tracker. So I want to make sure and set a goal for us that every day starting on Monday, that this tracker has all of the check marks. And I'm going to challenge you into that. And I'm going to ask you to lean into that because what I know is this. And this is really all that I know, to be honest with you guys. The simplicity of learning to check this off and learning to get all of the boxes off and growing into that and staying consistent, you have to build trust, right? The big thing is trust. The big thing is, are you telling stories? Are you showing up and unlocking that door to your storefront, right? What I mean by the unlocking and opening up your storefront is posting every day. To me, if I take myself back, and I remember this, took myself back, and what got me to join was a post. What got me to join was a post. And what got me to join was the consistency of two humans in a social media platform of millions. And they were my friends. So that's your warm market. And that's how it starts. And that's how it begins. And that's how it grows. For them to post every single day and literally share with me one time during the week, a wellness post. So I knew they were working out, sharing with me that they had, they were animal lovers, sharing with me that they had children, sharing with me that they had a love for going to church, sharing with me that they were going through trials and tribulations, but showing me that they were working through it. And then all the while, and showing that they love to have cocktails, they love to go out and have girl time and, pedicures and manicures and all those good things. But all the while, there was this consistency piece. And I knew that if I would go into the search bar and write their name, they would be there. And that built trust, a credibility, accountability, and most important, me feeling completely safe to go over and be like, after like I had ghosted the invite for like 100 million times and being like, all right, what is it? So I want you to know, I'm taking myself back to when I was getting invited and I was the one ghosting. I remember finally going like, all right, I want to know what this is all about. Those other invites were never bothering me. Those other invites were not annoying me. Those other invites were nothing negative, when in fact, it was very much seed planting. And then from that, I would always go scope them out. And that's why those daily posts are so vital. So I want you to stay super consistent on your posting. I want you to get new friends. I want you to get new blood. I want you to go reach out to those people and have genuine conversations. I know in our group and on our team, I think what's happening is that we find it challenging to navigate and get there. I want you to know the way that you do all the conversation stuff is going to be from your posts. So your posts have to be your number one, because there's this beautiful timeline how it works. There's these posts that build trust up here, and your stories that allow you to see this day-to-day image of who you are, right? And then from a post and the consecutive consistency of the post, that builds trust. That builds me leaning in, seeing what you're doing. And then from that, it wouldn't be a surprise for that person to reach out to me and comment and love on some of my things. And then also to eventually invite me multiple times. It takes a human being at least 7 to 10 invites to finally say yes. And it can be more. So this is my mom texting me. So it's going to show you that if you turn everything into the business into a personal attack and we make it a negative, then that energy is blocking us to come out and have that positive result that we're looking for. Never, ever, ever take something that's happening in this business as a negative. They're ghosting me. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. That's not a negative at all. When you start to feel that way, what I want you to do is immediately give me 3 reasons why it has nothing to do with personal. They're busy. They just had a fight with their husband. They're driving home from work. Boom. It immediately creates that, let me get out of that mindset so the energy can come through, because everything is energy based. Okay. So next week, we got to rock and roll this freaking tracker. My bet for all of you is to get at least 2 challenge packs sold and purchased for your businesses to proceed forward by Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And if that takes place, I have these beautiful cups over here that say Team Believe Nation. And in fact, I will show you because I know some of the girls have already seen them. And they're so freaking cute. And I want to give them out so then we can all be cheersing together. And they're like a matte color pink, and it's like a really pretty brown. It's gorgeous. I freaking love it. And I want you guys to have this. I want this team. I want all of you to hit Success Club. You need to make a non-negotiable and say, I will change. Instead of saying like, I'm going to be inviting can be like, I'm going to change someone's life today. And then when you hit Success Club, you can be like, you don't even have to write, I'm going to hit Success Club. You're going to say, I'm going to change a life. I'm going to change 3 lives this month. Bye, boom. Put it on a sticky tab, make it so, and you are good to go. So we all got to get on the board. I just got our scoreboard results from team. Let's see here. My mom, she's like, I have some lunch meat for the kids. She's so funny. I have to go into work for a few, but this lost my train of thought. You need to be very firm and be like, I will hit Success Club by boom, this date, and do not wait towards the end of the month. Because if we wait towards the end of the month, it just makes it really hard. Something that I noticed that's been working really well for me, you guys, is last month I did one day where I legit invited 150 people, and I was bold and brave. I don't even think I got a quarter or a pinch of people returning back to me. But what I saw was something that I wanted even more of, them watching my stories. So I want you guys to think everything's to your advantage, everything. And listen to me, it takes time to grow a business. But if we, if we're consistent for a couple of days and then we break off, or we're really good for a week and then we're nowhere to be seen for another week, I want you to think of the trust. I want you to think of what you're building, because we don't want to break trust, because somebody could be right there that has been watching you for 2 years, just like it happened to me this week, and we would never know. So those posts are your bread and your butter. That's what I've got for you. So we need to lean in. We need to use our Beachbody tracker. We need to be loud in here. When you are in a challenging spot, I want to make sure you're leaning into your personal development. I want to challenge you guys this week to join me and work out with me on the No Snooze Zoom crew every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just those 4 days, every morning between 6:30 and 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. So this is also going to help us lean in and be super intentional about getting it done. Now, I know we all can't do that, and I know our lives are completely different. We got a lot of things going on, but I want you to come back to this core, and I want you guys to get some wins here. And I want this to be the mark where we're like, holy shit, we rocked Team Cup. We leaned in, we just gained a whole sisterhood, another tribe that we've never really felt and seen before in our whole entire lives. And it's going to bring a sense of community. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about how you want to be this time next year. Do you want to stay an Emerald coach? Do you want to be a Diamond coach? Do you want to be a 1 to 2 star Diamond coach by the end of this year? And by the way, that is absolutely possible to become a 1 to 2 star coach in a whole entire year. So I want you to think about what you want to be in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months. And I want you to realize and remember, as an Emerald coach, and all of us here in this group, we have these investment properties, AKA our husband's accounts and our, our mom's accounts or whatever. Those are your investment properties that you're going to build a fruitful, financial, prosperous business. So I want you to focus on yours. If everybody focuses on getting to Diamond together and we push, even though, guys, our lives are so different, we have so many moving pieces, but what that does not mean is that we go like this. Because if we go like this, we do that act because our lives are crazy, then we don't lean in as a team and we cannot build a successful business. In fact, doing that kind of emotion makes it so hard and not enjoyable at all. I am just as busy as the next person, but I think there's going to be something magical happening. And I know there's other coaches that I don't even have yet that are going to kill it. And I want you to know that you have that too. There are coaches that are out there that haven't even talked to you yet, and they are waiting. So when your life is crazy, I want you to make your Beachbody business the core of everything that you do. I want you to try something different for the rest of this month with your jobs and your children and your pets and all the relationships and all the things. I want you to go from doing this to doing this, because what happens is if you lean into this and you make this the core of all that we do, all of that becomes so incredibly, amazingly different. And that's going to be a big shift in how your life happens. And that's another win too. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I wanted to keep it at 15 minutes. Short and sweet. Here comes the recording if you couldn't make it live. Love you guys. See you guys later.